Let's be honest. Most people never admit this out loud, but not having friends is rarely random, and it's rarely just bad luck. It usually comes from quiet psychological patterns that slowly push people apart, even when connection is wanted. This isn't about being shy or antisocial. It's deeper, subtler, and often misunderstood. Psychology says some people end up alone not because they're broken, but because their minds work differently in ways most social environments don't reward. This video isn't here to judge or label you. It's here to explain why certain people repeatedly struggle to keep friends, even when they care deeply about connection. Research shows personality traits shape social outcomes, and once you understand these patterns, confusion turns into clarity, and self-blame turns into self-awareness. The first trait is extreme social overanalysis. Psychology calls this hyper-self-monitoring, where your brain constantly evaluates how you're being perceived. You replay conversations, analyze tone and facial expressions, and mentally review everything you said. Your brain thinks this is protection, but it creates distance. Connection requires presence. When you're stuck in analysis mode, you can't relax, and people sense that tension. Research shows humans subconsciously avoid interactions that feel emotionally stiff. So even when you're kind and thoughtful, others feel a wall you didn't build on purpose. You weren't cold. You were busy thinking. The second trait is a very low tolerance for inauthentic behavior. You quickly detect forced laughter, fake interest, and performative friendliness. Psychology links this to high social perception and emotional intelligence, but there's a cost. Once you see through social masks, you stop playing along. You don't flatter or pretend. In a world that bonds through surface-level validation, that honesty isolates you. People misread your quietness as arrogance and your boundaries as disinterest, when really you just refuse to fake warmth. Your brain values truth over social reward. The third trait is emotional self-reliance. Research calls this internal emotional regulation, meaning you process stress, pain, and uncertainty alone. You rarely ask for help and you don't lean on others emotionally. This looks strong, but friendships are built on mutual vulnerability. When you never need reassurance, people subconsciously feel unnecessary. Over time, they stop reaching out. Not because you pushed them away, but because you left no space for them to matter. Psychology says humans bond through shared emotional dependency, not just shared interests. The fourth trait is low social conformity. People with few friends often think independently, question group norms, and resist herd behavior. Psychologists describe this as high individualism. Your brain prioritizes logic and authenticity over belonging. You don't follow trends just to fit in, and you don't mirror group opinions for comfort. This earns respect but not closeness. Most social bonds form through sameness. When others bond over agreement, you bond over truth. That difference quietly separates you. The fifth trait is difficulty with emotional reciprocity. This doesn't mean you lack emotion, it means you process it privately. Psychology links this to alexithymia, where feelings exist but aren't easily expressed. You support people through actions, not emotional language. But relationships need to feel emotionally seen. When others don't sense warmth, even if you care deeply, they slowly detach. Your brain thinks reliability is enough, but research shows emotional validation is the glue of friendship. Most people without friends didn't lose them suddenly. They drifted apart through small, invisible patterns. Responding less, expressing less, pretending less. They became too self-aware, too independent, and too honest for a social world built on emotional noise. Psychology reminds us this doesn't make you flawed. It means your mind values depth over ease and truth over performance. You don't need to change who you are, but understanding how your traits affect connection changes everything. Once you understand your psychology, you stop asking, "Why am I alone?" and start realizing something else. Not everyone is built to meet you at your level. If you want psychology that explains the mind without sugarcoating, subscribe, because here, we don't motivate, we illuminate.